Welcome back. We're here with 1448, and I did add Odelgard as a relationship to Thomas. They're on again, off again, but I wanted to find a way to represent what's going on, so I did add them there. So in the last part, El Rosaria finally found out about this relationship here, but Thomas is doing his best to, focus on his family. We have our children aging up today, and we will probably have a new baby, hopefully, maybe if it survives. So let's look over here. Our children, oh gosh, 4, 8, 12 on Thomas the Fourth and Dante Larkin. Here we go. No 4, 8, 12. Oh, okay. Well, I just rolled 2, and neither of them were a 4, 8, or 12. So both of our sons still survive. Yay. Okay, Martine can't get a 9 or a 19. She also survives. Cassian can't get a 7. Oh, this is going so well. I'm probably jinxing myself. Nope. And will he marry and have children? Yes, and 4 children. Oh boy. So, Cassian, Heathcliff, 4 children. Also, I removed Emil because we'll see what happens. He's becoming a knight now, so I don't know yet what our plan is for him. And then, did I put in the marriages? Yeah, I did. I don't know yet if I'm going to do that, but I'll put Emil marry here. Okay. And then Wolfram Bennett is dying, so there is that. All right. I don't even have Wolfram in this new save file after everything that's happened. Oops. Okay, so yeah. Wow, that worked out really well. Everyone's surviving so far. So I think that's it. Wow. Yeah. Let's hop into the game. All right, so here we are in the game. As you know, El Rosaria has found out about Thomas's cheating, so she is talking about her relationship fears with him. She is just kind of reassuring herself that he's choosing her and their children, and he is obviously confirming that. Odelgard is not in the house right now. He hasn't seen her since then. They haven't talked. Since he told her that he was choosing his wife. And so since Odelgard is not really quote unquote allowed in the house, I was going to lock her out, but then I was like, didn't know how to lock the door for just one specific person. So El Rosaria made the birthday cake for the twins on her own. It is their birthday, and we are going to invite over the whole family. So that is really nice. And we're going to invite over, all of her family, all of Genevieve's family, and all of that. So we're going to serve some food. It's just a lot of stuff. This is her party outfit. You can see I gave her a little bit of a different hairstyle for that. So this is fun. And we are going to age up the babies. She needs to get silver in 3 of parties that she throws. So this will be the first one. And here is the baby blowing out the candles, looking at her to teach him how to blow out the candles. How cute is that? And then we are going to just have Thomas go and get Dante to blow out the candles again. I also realize now that I hadn't actually dressed everyone the way I was supposed to when I moved them over to the new save. I just gave them one outfit, and I was going to copy it over, and then I forgot. So I do have to do that with a couple of Sims, but that's okay. So we're just going to do that really quickly. So that is Osme, I believe. And then we have Papa Landgrab, who I had to remake from scratch, so she looks less unfortunate than she did. I still gave her a pouty little mouth, but, Anyway, so that's her. And so we're going to have everyone dressed correctly. And then I figured that we would have El Rosaria kind of talk up Frost to Papa. I know that we're planning on having them get married at some point, so I figured that maybe El Rosaria can be part of getting them together. Is that, Papa is from the Landgrab family, which is Genevieve's family, and then Frost is her brother, so maybe she, knows them both through family and is kind of, hinting at a possible match. You can see, though, that Odelgard came in here when I called to Emil, so she came in to get cake and stuff. So obviously that makes El Rosaria mad. She's not very happy that Odelgard came in here, even though she told her not to, and she's kind of mad that she's sitting next to Thomas, but she's not going to make a scene at the twins' party. She's, she's very classy. She's not going to ruin her party by, throwing a fit and making a scene and all of that stuff. So she is just going to ignore Odelgard and kind of call Thomas into the next room over here with the kids. You can see Emil over there. Maybe Emil can get to know Asmi a little bit. I know that in one of the comments we said that maybe he could get a connection. I've been kind of waffling on that because, like, if you think about it, Emil, I did make him a knight, so that is good. But I don't know if a rich lady would marry him, just because, you know, they want someone who can support them and their family and keep up their lifestyle. And I just don't know if he's the guy for that. Like, it might be a downgrade in her lifestyle to marry him. But anyway, so the party is over, so Alrasari is going to kind of snap at Odelgard and be like, what are you doing in here? I told you not to come in here, blah, blah, blah. And Odelgard is like, you know, there was a party. I know people at this party. Like, I'm friendly with people at this party, including Adelaide, and I'm not just going to, you know, not come. And so they kind of drag Thomas into the conversation, and he's like, I don't know. He just kind of is like, I don't want to be involved in this. So he's going to go and clean up, and Odelgard is going to storm off back to her respective dwelling. And then for the birthday, so since we already have the estate that's going to our heir, we are going to now make a second estate, which will be going to our spare. So, of course, all of our children will be well taken care of. So since Dante is our spare, we are going to buy him his own estate, and we'll work on building that up over time. But, of course, the main estate is the Larkin estate that Thomas the Fourth will inherit, should he survive, you know, until adulthood. Of course, it's possible that Dante will inherit if Thomas dies. We don't know. But we're going to make an assumption here that our baby will survive, which, you know, is probably not a fair assumption, but I'm feeling lucky. Like, our rolls have been going really good, and both of our children survived. We're having another baby today, so I'm excited about that. I'm really hoping that we continue to have a big family. You know, it's been a while since we've had, you know, a bunch of children that have all survived. And I know that that's going to happen more and more often as we get further into the challenge, because the rules actually, like the age up rules, become better for us. Like, they become less deadly over time. So anyway, I am going to just quickly change this out to a toddler bedroom, and then we will change this to an infant's room for the next baby. So I'm just going to get rid of some of that stuff. We'll get 2 beds in here. When they become children, I'm going to give them their own bedrooms, but for right now, they're so small, like, it's really unnecessary. So here we go, and we're just going to add in a dollhouse and some blocks and just, you know, a bunch of things that are useful for having raising toddlers. Also, I wanted to make sure that we work on their toddler skills, because obviously El Rosario wants her children to be accomplished and wants them to be high class and everything. So they're going to get an even better education than Thomas and Genevieve ended up getting. And, you know, when Thomas and Genevieve were toddlers, their family didn't have that much anyway. We kind of didn't become really rich until later. So yeah, they want to give their children the world, right? So anyway, Odelgard is doing her nectar making. I did lose all of our nectar, of course, but when I moved the house, but we're just doing our best here to replenish that. And then the 2 parents are going to be working with the toddlers on their different skills and working you know, with them and getting close to them and communicating with them and all of that stuff. I think that it's important too for Thomas. We changed his aspiration now that he completed the best-selling author aspiration. We changed it to successful lineage, and because of that, it is, you know, important to him to make sure to have an active part in making sure his children are raised well, so that they can be successful. And, you know, that's kind of his whole thing, is he chose to take care of his family, to make sure his family line was successful and prestigious and all of that stuff. So that was his choice to do that. And so because of that, he's going all in on it. And now we're having our next baby. Oh, look at these animations. They're so funny. And it's another boy, and he survives, you guys. Oh my gosh, I cannot even believe our luck lately. I am so excited about that. We have such good luck right now. So we are having a son. and we're going to name him Gregory. So there's our little boy, our third son. Can you believe it? Like, how lucky. Like, this is every medieval family's dream, right? They have 3 sons. Like, I don't think I think, yeah, the last time we had 3 sons was like Milo's generation. I mean, that's wild. So I am really happy that we're getting a bigger family, and I hope they all survive. I mean, watch them all die next year. I mean, seriously. But anyway, so they're so happy. They're gonna give each other a little snuggle. He is just like, going to, you know, praise El Rosaria for how amazing she is to give him another son, and he's going to meet the baby, obviously, and then we're going to invite over our family. So there's Adelaide. You can see the gray that I put in her hair. So Adelaide is here. We're going to introduce both Adelaide and Genevieve to the baby. We would introduce Thomas as well, but for some reason he doesn't want to come up here. So yeah, we're just showing off the baby to our family, and Genevieve is taking a bath in our house for some reason. But yeah, so everyone is really excited about the new baby, and everyone is super happy about the circumstances. We have a new son. Oh my gosh, how exciting is this? We are just living the dream, so that is really exciting. So there we go. Having the kids also work on their skills together. They can work on their communication skill with each other because, they can talk to each other. So that's really nice. I'll just leave them to do that. And then we'll have Odelgard continue to make nectar, but also she needs a bath. And then we'll have Thomas taking care of the baby. It is kind of annoying though. Like, I feel like Sims always run off to take care of a baby. Like, it overwrites everything, and I can't control them, and I can't, like, I have a Sim standing right there that I can queue up to do things for the baby, but no, you don't want me to do that. You're sending someone else. Okay. Anyway, yeah, see, she just walked away, and then it's Thomas who's queuing up all this stuff. Like, anyway, we're working on the garden. We're working on that. So you can see that Thomas and Odelgard are kind of staying away from each other this year. They're kind of, keeping some space from each other, trying, Thomas is making an attempt. Obviously, if he were a good husband, this wouldn't be an issue in the first place. I'm not trying to say that, but he is, for him, making an attempt. So let's just chat with the kids. It is interesting, though, that he got a strict dynamic with his son. I forget which one it was now, but yeah, they have a strict dynamic, and I think that that's interesting probably because he is so, he gave up what he thought was his happiness in order to make sure his lineage was successful, and because of that, he is going to be strict on his children. And honestly, I don't want to say, though, that Thomas's life would be all sunshine and roses if he ran off with Odelgard. We don't know that. We don't know how their marriage would go. We don't know really anything about it. So there is that, and we are going to just continue on. He is just spending time with his family, and that is really great. So yeah, the kids are playing with the dolls. Him and El Rosaria are also really close. They're autonomously flirting. I need to fix her age because of those few days that I played previously. So yeah. That's where we're going. So we are going to, again, take care of the baby, although luckily we can age up the baby because I was getting tired. And it's another blonde baby. Can you believe that? So that is really just interesting that all the kids are coming out with Thomas's hair color, although quite a few of them have El Rosaria's eye color. So there is that. But yes, they are all blonde babies. I wonder if we're going to get a baby with black hair like the mom. But I am thinking, so since we didn't bring over all of our Sims, definitely some new colors are available. And I think that for the kids' generation, we're definitely going to be introducing new Sims. I'm not going to be trying so hard to intermarry to make sure that to get the population down, because actually what this incident with my save file has done is gotten the population very down. So luckily for us, we can now start introducing new Sims, new storylines, new townies that I was thinking about bringing into the save. So that'll be really exciting. I am going to save that a little bit for as the kids get older, but maybe we'll save like new families for our family, and then like the extended family can just intermarry. That's fine. But anyway, so we are just working again, like I said, with the kids and enjoying our time with them, playing with our little baby Gregory. So that is really exciting. Everyone is kind of separate, spending their time. Thomas is really focusing on his family. He's trying to make up for the affair. He's trying to really focus hard on his children and his wife, and really kind of show El Rosaria that he is, committed to them, and kind of assuage her fears. So that is what's going on there. Genevieve, of course, is always coming over our house. I love her for that. We are best friends with her again. That happened really quickly, and she's just coming over to bring presents and all stuff. I heard that my nephew is an infant now, and so she came over, and she's having a really good time. We are going to be spending a lot of time actually with her in the new decade. I like to cause drama for the new decade, so we will be having a story that Genevieve is a part of, so that's really exciting. And we are just here, and so Thomas is he's been ignoring Odelgard the whole year, so he's going to come down and basically be like, so, how's the business? How's things with the business? He's trying to keep it shop talk. He's not trying to be romantic or anything, and she feels awkward, he feels awkward, and well, I guess just she feels awkward. He feels very confident. But yeah, so she's just kind of like, oh, well, there's something new I've been working on if you want to taste it. And so I don't know if this is part of her voodoo stuff or what we're saying is part of it, but the strawberry nectar makes you very flirty. So they are just going to have some nectar together and be taste testing different samples for the business. And of course, he went in with kind of clear intentions, although I feel like he probably should have gotten a chaperone or something. He shouldn't have just come down here alone to talk with her and drink nectar with her. But I think that he really didn't think anything was going to happen. He's kind of stupid like that. So anyway, they are getting really flirty with each other. They finished an entire bottle of nectar, and things happen. So she did not roll to get pregnant again, even though I kind of wanted her to. Although okay. Anyway, he's still feeling really flirty and a bit tipsy. So when he actually comes back, we're going to have him woohoo with El Rosaria too, which is kind of gross, but he's he's still very flirty off the nectar, and he's feeling good, and he's just So anyway, he comes back, and he's like, oh, and he's all flirty, and so they go off, and they woohoo. I don't know actually if she's pregnant or not. And so that is the day. She's feeling really flirty now too, and she's feeling good because she doesn't know that just happened. And so that is pretty much where we're going to wrap up. We still have to do 2 birthdays in Genevieve's family actually, but keep in mind that next year is El Rosaria's young adult birthday. So that is a really big deal for us, because who knows what's going to happen? Is she going to live? Is she going to die? If she dies, should we plead for her? Would we plead for her? I feel like Thomas would plead for her, but would Odelgard not want to plead for her? If she dies, should Odelgard then become Thomas's wife? I mean, he's got 3 kids already. Is that, I'm just oh my gosh, what should we do? What should we do? So, yeah, there's that. Very exciting stuff. I don't know yet what my plan is. We'll see where the game takes us, but I do have, I am playing the Japanese Ultimate Decades Challenge next, because I do 3 of these and then 1 of those. So hopefully that save file is not broken. If that's broken, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't want to fix another one. But anyway, so we now have Martine and Cassian II both aging up. So Martine is going to age up into a child, and Cassian II is going to age up into a teenager. So he rolled a party animal. So I'm going to give him the leader of the pack aspiration. She is a glutton, and we're going to head off to give them makeovers, add them to the family tree, and all that stuff. So very exciting stuff. We are getting very close to the next decade. We have 1 more part before the next decade rolls around. So that's really exciting. Again, El Rosaria's birthday is next year, along with I believe Randolph's birthday is next year as well. So that we'll see if the land grab family still has an heir after the next one. And then I believe probably like one of our kids has a birthday. It's probably Gregory becoming a toddler. So anyway, all of that is happening. I hope that you guys are excited for that. I am so sorry about the whole save file issue, but luckily I was able to get back on track relatively quickly. And, you know, I feel refreshed. I feel good. Like, I don't feel discouraged by that. So I hope that you're ready for some more drama. So let's catch each other in the next one.